clear to me. And it is the end of the Western world. That's why I became public enemy number one, saying, guys, go to the gym, stick up for yourself, be a man unapologetically. That makes you a national security threat? When you're a national security threat, all bets are off. It's like being a terrorist. If I was in London when I got designated, they could have fucking blasted me in the street. It's insanity. It's insanity. So when I sit across from feminists, they know not what they do. They don't understand that they're a tool being used to destroy the world. We built the world to protect them. And I'm saying, let's bring the world back to a stage where we can protect you. If you let men be in charge of North Carolina or South Carolina, wherever it was, that piece of shit would be gone. He wouldn't be on a bus. Because men will protect you from bad men. Women aren't going to protect you from the bad men. Your other feminist sisters aren't going to protect you from the bad men. Men are going to protect you from the bad men. But we have no authority left whatsoever in the Western world. We're nothing other than serfs and slaves to this feminist, insane gynocracy we live in. And it's crazy. It's so crazy. Most people don't even realize that we're operating in 3 phases at the exact same time. Women are better than you at everything, while also you're equal. Watch Netflix. They can beat you up and they're smarter than you. Watch any family show. The woman is smart, the mom is smart, the dad's an idiot. They're better than you at everything, while also you're equal at everything, while also a permanent victim of you if you do something or they do something they don't like. They're better than you and smarter than you, and also you're equal, but if they have sex with you 10 years ago and change their mind about it, you tricked them. How the fuck can a man operate in these 3 phases at the same time?
You can't.
You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
We're living in an impossible society. Men are getting wrecked every which way. The men who get girls get rape cases. Most men can't get girls at all. The men who get married get dragged through divorce court. The man who tries to be a good parent to his kids loses the kid. Men are getting completely destroyed. If you talk about any of these ideas, you're a bad guy. I thought we had a men's mental health crisis. Guys, more men commit suicide. More men go to jail. More men die in war. More men die from crime. If this was the other way around and it was women suffering from these things, do you have any idea the breakdown society would have?
Have you stopped talking about this? Have you stopped intentionally talking about this?
This is the first time I've talked about any of this stuff in years, because it just puts me in jail.
But by the way, no, here's the question. There's nothing you said to me right now that was out of line.
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow the BBC is going to print Andrew Tate, misogynist, sits on Patrick Bet-David podcast and says that men should control women. And they're going to paint this narrative. That's what they're going to do. Then they're going to get an all-female jury, and they're going to put it in front of a bunch of women, a bunch of girls, and they're going to put them all over the TV, and they're going to say how dangerous I am. And my ideas are dangerous because they're convincing young men to do dangerous things. Then they're going to find a woman who was randomly attacked and stabbed to death by a migrant, and they're going to say, I did it. The British government's already done this. Look it up. Crime against women is bad because of Andrew Tate. They're going to find a migrant from fucking Sudan who stabs a random woman to death, and they're going to say it's because of me on podcasts with my ideas, even though it's nothing to do with me. And they're going to use it to hit me over the head and put me in jail. You can look this up right now. The BBC already prints it. That's why, if I talk about these things, that's why I said out of 10, how much trouble am I going to get in?
Yeah.
I'm actually genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, trying to protect my daughters. I'm actually trying to explain that now the safest place for my daughters to live is a patriarchy, the UAE. Why? I want my daughters safe. I want the mothers of my kids safe when I'm not next to them with a weapon. And that only seems to happen in patriarchal societies. So I'm not the bad guy here. I have a bunch of women in my life I love and care about. And I truly believe that it is my job to protect them. And if it's my job to protect you, I must have some degree of authority over the society we live in and some authority over you. If it's my job to protect you and you're my wife and I say don't walk alone at night at 4 a.m., am I oppressive? I'm trying to protect you. That's all I'm trying to do. But, as I said, there are very, very powerful men which have huge vested interest in feminism, and they're using it to destroy society. Who just got shot for trying to run over an ICE officer?
A lesbian, feminist, liberal, white woman.
Yeah, of course.
There we are.